Well, and in fact this is also the most exclusive part of Amsterdam. Even that exclusive that hardly any people live here anymore. Yeah. The prices of the houses are huge, but that's also because the houses are huge. But there's one exception, or perhaps a little bit more. But one of them is the mayor of the city. She lives down here in the house with a white balcony sticking out. That's the house of the mayor of the city. And for the very first time in all these years we have a female mayor in town. Yeah.
So what's in the rest of the buildings? Yes.
Offices, yes. Yeah. Well, in this building over here, well, there's a city archive where you can find everything about the history of Amsterdam. Well, and this section where we are right now is also called the golden curve of the Gentleman Canal. Because especially over here, the prices of the houses are sky high. But that's also because, especially over here, the houses are extremely huge. And they were built in the past by the rich merchants of the city, who became extremely rich with all the businesses all around the world. And in fact, in those days, they were the billionaires of the world. Like today, they live in Silicon Valley, for example, in the United States. But then in those days, they lived over here. Of course, between 1500 and 1600, Amsterdam was the richest city in the whole world.
Beautiful.
much anymore. En ook de schap zo direct heren lijst op.
Get furniture out, fridges or something.
Thanks to this boat, pushed me to the side. Okay. So, watch your head. Okay, now we are at the Keizersgracht, the Emperor Canal, second of the three main canals. One in the middle.
But the Netherlands never had a Kaiser, so who is...
Pardon?
The Netherlands never had a Kaiser, so what is it referring to?
Well, the French Kaiser, he was also in charge for a while. That's also why they... Well, no, that's not true. This is related to the Austrian Kaiser.
Okay.
Yes, they want to, also do him a favor. They named this Emperor. Here, they used ground from other parts of Amsterdam, so transported it over here to higher up the land. But in the old town, it was just the ground they took out of the canals, because they dug it out, And that's what they put to the sides in order to lower up, higher up the land. So that's how they did it. Yeah.
That's also why the house is like
Yeah.
because the water is also undermining.
Well, the main reason for that is that the houses are built on wooden poles because it's soft ground. But sometimes it didn't go deep enough. Then it started to move. Pardon? Yes. Yeah. But well, speaking of that, I can also tell you something about the origin of Amsterdam. Because originally this whole area, it used to be a big swamp. And a lot of water, a lot of mud, also because of the sea, which was in front. They were stupid. They started to fill the river Amstel with a lot of sand near the place where it ended in the sea. It took them a long time, about 25 years, but in the end they managed. Closed it off from the sea, created this dam, which they named the Amsterdam Dam, and then later on turned that into Amsterdam. So there's the name of a city. Yeah, and that turned it into a safe settlement. And then soon after that, Amsterdam started to grow rapidly because it proved to be a very strategically very well positioned in Europe, near the sea, near the big rivers. So that worked very well. And then Amsterdam became between 1500 and 1600 the richest city in the whole world. So it was in the end a golden move. But then also that also explains about the problem of the houses, because it still is in fact a swamp over here. And in order to build the houses, they had to hit wooden poles deep into the ground until they hit the more solid ground, and then on top of that they built the houses. And that's the same thing with the walls of the canals. They are also built on wooden poles. And well, nowadays most of those walls, they are not that strong anymore. They look solid and thick, but beneath the water level they start to erode. So you have to fix it. And in fact you have no other option than build new walls. Because it's too old, it's too much damage. And that's the thing which they are going to do all around the old city of Amsterdam. And soon we will get to places where you can see iron constructions in the water. And then they first put in an iron wall. They'll make a new one with an iron concrete foundation, concrete wall, and then on top of it they bricks because they are restored in the old style. So that's a big job. And also over here you can see they work on the bridge. That's also a thing they have to do, work on the bridges. But in the meantime, we also pass through to the left one of the most beautiful churches in Amsterdam, the Western Church. But from over here you will have a very beautiful view of this church. So, in front of the bridge. See, they grow gardens behind it. And soon we will turn into a canal, a narrow canal, where they did the same thing. And because of these gardens, it looks over there as if we turn into a forest. You will soon see it. So, now we turn into this narrow canal, which looks like a little forest.
En een management van de keizer, de lady of prins.
Yeah, there it is. So the people of Amsterdam now say, well, let's keep it like this. We like it. Yeah.
Duck.
Wow, this will be alright.
Get down?
Yeah, too bad. Yeah, well, it's not funny to be hit by a bridge. No.
Good. There's another one coming. Yeah.
Well, we're back again at the Herengracht, the gentleman. Here we see the houses are quite a bit smaller, so over here people live again. Yeah. Well, when you look at these houses, then you will see. Time, the houses, the sewers of the houses, they were straight up into the canal. So, because of that, it was a terrible smell over here. And also the water was polluted. So because of that, they didn't build balconies on this side. Yeah, but because of the pollution, it was also to drink. And so because of that, they had to drink beer. Even children, they had to drink beer. Yeah. So the beer brewers of Amsterdam were of vital importance to the city. Well, and soon we will take a very sharp turn, which I can't do it in one time. But it takes us to another interesting spot. The Schacht. Okay, there we are.
Don't compare to anything else.
One of the shortest canals of Amsterdam. One of them, not the shortest.
Oh, it's a good bar. Here, the black one. Here, the cross.
Well, this takes us to the single. And the single, that means something like a belt in English. Because this was indeed the belt of the city in the old days. And this was the defense canal, was the outer canal of Amsterdam. But they also took you over here because there are some interesting things down here. To start with this round church. Well, it's not a church anymore, it's now a conference hall. But soon we also will pass the cat boat, the cat pension. And at the same time, at the other side, we will pass the smallest house in town. Yeah.
Balcony.
That door there, the grey door, number 7 on it. That's little. It's tiny.
Ik ben er zo doorheen. Then down here, this weird-looking building. Well, it's a used to be parking garage for bikes. Now it's a new one down the water. Down behind the bridge, there's in the water a big parking garage for the bikes. Because the bikes are, an important way of transport over here. About 2 million bikes, well, only about 8,000 people living over here. No, not everywhere, but mostly is, at most places, yes. Well, this is the entrance to the parking garage. Oh, nothing. It's the one at the left. It's pointing the wind direction. The wind direction. Yes, indeed. And to the right, that's the real clock. That's the time clock. Yes, it is. Yeah, it follows the wind. Yeah.